Hi guys, I'm here to talk about the verdict for Mary Burnett, the lady who had left her 6-month-old baby behind to because she wanted it to die, and she had traveled to California to see her fiance for whatever reason. Apparently, it's because she thought that he was not interested in her anymore and kept pushing the wedding date behind, and she thought she was going to lose him. Um, I don't think a normal person would do such a thing, but there are resources out there for people who feel like this, to get the help that they need. Now, her prosecution side, the prosecution side had their three witnesses. They had the neighbor who told what she saw of her wild lifestyle, which is possibly the truth because Mary probably didn't have to hide the fact from the neighbors because, what's the neighbor going to do? Who's she going to tell? Or is the baby going to be taken away? That kind of fear is never put into her. Um, so the neighbor probably saw the real side of her. While on her defense, her friend said how loving mother she is. She could have put on an act for her and showed her that she was such a loving mother, but really, when real life came, it was, she was not a good mother. Obviously, for leaving her child behind, she wasn't. Then we have the police report, and her initial reaction to the police was, I left the babysitter with the baby, and now the babysitter's gone. And then she changed it and said that she didn't have a babysitter and just left the baby. So the truth came out when the pressure was put on. And then in her defense, she says that she doesn't recall anything. I think that's just an act, and many people would, to save face because it's on media, and how people react and stuff, that they put the fact that they don't remember such an easy thing, because there's no way of us tracking that, or finding out I mean, are you going to do a blood test to see if she remembers or not? No, there's no way of us proving that she has forgotten or she does remember. So, what else? And then her doctor, I mean, postpartum is a real problem. A lot of women face it, but a lot of women face it and don't kill their babies. They get help. They tell the doctor, hey, I'm feeling like this, or I do this. Or most women would call out for help. They'll tell a friend or a neighbor or something. They don't hide it. You know, most mothers have that maternal instinct to take care of the baby and protect the baby. So, um, my question is, if she had postpartum, why didn't she get effective treatment? And that's another way to look at it. And drowning her sorrows in alcohol, I don't think is the best way. So if the doctor knew she was doing that, I don't think he was a good doctor to her, because I know the doctor can't be there to take that away from her. That's her own choice, but um, she she needed to get therapy, because you don't want a drunk mother taking care of a 6-month old, or anyone. I mean, what can she do? She can do so many things. So my verdict is that she's guilty. She should be punished for her crime, that she committed for a second degree. And it should be a lesson taught to everyone that we're not going to take this kind of act or this kind of behavior and accept it and give and throw the insanity type of thing on it and give you an excuse. I think women and men who abuse and neglect our children who can't speak for themselves should be punished. That's how I feel. I'm a mother of 2 young children, And reading the first sentence alone broke my heart. So that's all.